Speaking of NFL players, I read something that like, is Manziel's era with the Browns over before it truly began? I'm like, yes.
No, it's not. He's going to be the greatest Browns player ever.
Oh.
He's going to be Johnny Brown. Be good. Johnny Brown, be good. Go on. Johnny, be good. He's not. He's going to... No, he has no chance. I saw him. He was...
Murdering my dog. What were you saying?
I don't know. Just... I don't know.
You saw him...
He was at front row of the Cavaliers game. Courtside. So he has to enjoy celebrity for a little bit. That's good.
I don't know, man. I just don't... Like I said, I have a problem with his work ethic. That's my biggest problem with a lot of people.
But he went the opposite of Amy Winehouse. He went to rehab.
Even though... Yeah, pretty much. I'm sure all his friends were saying no. That's my issue before you go into the NFL or any pro sport. I think you really need to look at who's around you before you decide to go, all right, I'm going to entrust you with A, information, and B, like my namesake. You know.
Possibly cash.
Yeah, possibly.
And you're right, trust overall.
Yeah. Like, dude, I need you to be my friend and realize, like, A, I'm in this business, and you have what's in my best interest, and like, especially somebody that young, like, you need, I almost feel like if you're a rookie in the NFL draft, and you're a top 5, top 10 pick, or NBA draft, I think it should come with a mentor, with a veteran mentor, literally, because some can handle it, like, right off the bat, they were raised great as people, and so they know how to carry themselves on and off the field, court, whatever it is. But there's other ones that didn't, and like got there based off their talent and not so much their education or how they were raised or whatever. And it's like sometimes they need people to show them the right way because they're young with a shit ton of money.
Yeah, or they come from a rich background as well and just continues for them.
Exactly, that too. There's who's like
Chris Humphries.
Yeah. There's a lot of people. Well, there's a lot of people who are like fucking what's his face? Drake.
Oh yeah.
Like Drake.
Drake. I'll give it to him. He had to get most of that money from acting, but
I agree. Not that that was easy for him, and I understand like he didn't have the best relationship with his family, and like shit was hard. But I'd say from a money standpoint, he was pretty good.
Yeah.
Like
definitely.
he was all right.
He was like comfortable.
Yeah.
Don't you?
Which probably helps, which is a good thing because that probably helps with his success right now because he's probably more used to it.
Yeah.
Woo! Well, I thought I could make that. Oh, that was wrong.
I don't know. Did we get to the checkpoint?
Like I think nope.
Balls.
Like I think Josh Gordon's a prime example. It's like somebody like I think he got a bad rap for doing pretty innocent like drugs and alcohol. Or whatever. Yeah. Like
420 football.
420. Dude, NBA players want that shit, but like I don't know Josh Gordon's background. I have no idea, but like from what I've known being in therapy, people act the way that they are raised. Mm. You know, they are a product of their environment, and so if he was raised in a bad environment or a hard upbringing, he's not always going to make the fucking greatest decisions in the world. Give him a chance.
Yeah, but then how many chances can you give him?
I don't know, but I feel like drinking alcohol on a plane, whether that be true or not,
right.
I don't think alcohol is a big deal. But then again, I have a weird issue. I have a weird stance on this because it's like I think he got a bad rap for some pretty innocent stuff. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, he knew he's in the NFL. He knew he had to hold himself to a higher standard than most.
Yeah. And
so if you didn't, then that's your stupid fault.
Which is why they probably have no issue with like punishing him so much. Just gotta. It's like it's at a point the league sometimes just like come on, and your team also, your teammates also is like come on.
Yeah, man.
Like how many times can you possibly just do this over and over again? And that you have to understand that you're gonna be under a scope.
Yep.
It sucks, but that's what happens. You have to be a good boy for at least 2 good years before it goes away.
And that's what people. You know,
welcome back to your high school football team.
That's so true. I've had this conversation with a few people about like I think I had this conversation with like Taylor and Nate and it got into a semi-heated argument, and it was about like Miley Cyrus, and I was basically saying like because that chick's in the spotlight, she needs to hold herself to a higher standard based on her audience.
Yeah.
Like I was like, if her audience was older people, then I give like whatever, then you can kind of give her the whatever off.
Yeah.
But her audience consists of a very young, impressionable audience. And if you send that kind of message that you get to be sexual, you get to do drugs and do all that, then kids are more likely to do it. But you can't blame them for it. But I don't know.
What'd they say?
Well, because they're like they said, and they're totally right about this. They said you shouldn't hold her to a standard because she doesn't have to impress any. She doesn't have to be anything for anyone because she's who she is. And if people think that she's a bad person based off that, then so what? Like that, she's not here in this world to make people happy. She's in this world to make herself happy.
It comes down to you're gonna find a role model, like that role model, become famous, and then you come at a crossroads. Do you want to be a role model or not?
Exactly.
And then it just depends on how they feel.
Yeah, I guess you don't, like Charles Barkley had that whole thing like I am not a role model or whatever, and that's true. It's just you have to know, like, you don't have to be a role model and be perfect, but don't make yourself look really bad, really stupid. Like I think there's a line to a point where you can be like a role model or not a role model and people still like you and respect you, and you don't.
Yeah, you can be neutral. You can be a normal human being. But at the same time, it's the reason why those people aren't role models.
No.
I feel like they subconsciously know, like, I'm messed up. I'm not, like, a good person for a kid to look up to right now. Even adults, hell. Mm-hmm. So, like, I'm going to do some actions, and it'll be bad. I'm going to gamble, literally.
Yep. Charles Barkley or Michael Jordan. And I don't know. There's a weird fine line to it. Like, they're not responsible for being the perfect role models. I feel like this is going to troll me.
Can you use Rush?
I think I might. No, that trolled me. Watch that be a game over.
He got one life. Oh.
Yeah. I don't know. I just think if you know you're going to be thrust into that spotlight, just be aware. Just be aware.
Yeah.
Because like, what were they talking? They were talking about on the Game Grumps thing, or I guess Grumpcade, with the completionist, and he was saying, he's like, I'll always say like, your one bad comment or not comment or lack of like paying attention to anybody from being a bad YouTuber.
Yeah. You literally are, because it spreads like wildfire. Especially that person knows how to be a troll.
Oh yeah, and like
it's like so and so blah 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 didn't have time for me. He's a dick. Mm-hmm. She's a dick. Doesn't care about anyone.
Or the people who like if you put some let's say you put some sort of like review video or whatever, and then somebody completely like outright disagrees with you. To just disagree with you, or B, like I've seen some YouTube comments of like their opinions on something, and they'll literally take the complete opposite stance on everything just to get a rise out of the entire YouTube audience. That's right there.
That's why this might be a surprise to some of you people who may watch this or not, but a lot of YouTubers don't read the comment section.
No.
PewDiePie, there's a reason why he disabled the comment section. Because if it's bad for him, and it's bad for his community as well. Because there's a bunch of people outside that community who are just shit posting.
Yep.
So like a lot of people are like, oh, why do you do that? But I understand. I mean, because I'm such a fucking an easy solution. I'm like, I just fucking turn it off. Fucking get at me on Twitter, bitch. Like if you really want to talk to me.
Exactly.
Yatch.
There's always going to be trolls. There's always going to be people who disagree with you. There's always going to be people who try to press your buttons just to press your buttons.
So do you think the comment section will last long?
Oh, 100%. It's freedom of speech.
If we have Reddit and like stuff like that, other platforms for people to express themselves for how much they hate someone or how faggot they are, apparently, for liking a video game.
I don't know. I think it's inevitable. I think to not put a comment on something is... Because there's two parts to it. So, like, if you're a YouTuber who's just starting, you know, like our streamer, just like us, you know, you're going to look for comments like that for a little bit of validation, some advice,
yeah,
and maybe even some shit talking or whatever. But like, just you're gonna expect it. But comments can definitely sometimes be very, very helpful, and to take away somebody giving the opportunity to help you, or make things easier on yourself, or communicate with others. Like, there's a lot of good that comments do, but the bad can be like stupid idiots.
Yeah, and most of it, 60% of the time, is just stupid idiots.
Yeah, and that's the world. I mean, the world is full of stupid idiots. Speaking of stupid idiots, I can't feel like an idiot right now. Can't find this.
He's gonna find it to the top next time on Game Sports and Shorts. And stop.
Motherfucker!